Hey y'all, I'm Shayna. I'm back with another review for Belle Collective Season 5. I'm going to do the reunion part 1 and 2. Listen, I know I've been gone. I might leave for a little while, but I'll be back again. Okay, I ain't never going to leave for good now. So I'm back again, back here to stay. It's a new year. Happy New Year, everybody. I'll put the timestamp in the description and in the chat to let you know when I get to part 2. If you want to just fast forward to part 2, we definitely gonna go ahead and jump into it. Yeah. If I forget something, I'll circle back. Thank y'all for rocking with me, being patient with me. Let's go ahead and jump into Belle Collective. I think this season was a little lackluster, if you ask me. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Now, part 1. We start off with some executive producer going room to room instead of Carlos. Carlos used to get his Andy on. Now his Andy, he ain't doing Andy Cohen no more. He done sent somebody else to do it. So I wondered, that was kind of weird. The ladies, for the most part, look nice. I hate that Laticia always looks stuffed. Like, it looks like she's always dressed like 2 sizes too small. Like if she breathes too hard, like something might just bust or pop. Like, girl, just go up a size and get something that fits you instead of trying to force it. It just never looks comfortable. And Tambra, maybe she didn't get the dress memo. And then she always has like so much hair. She's so little. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like it. But overall, I think everybody looked nice. So right out the gate, we get to Aisha and Laticia and Latrice. And it's like Laticia and Latrice are going up against her. She feel like they are. They are. Carlos clearly has his favorites. He's always been biased, in my opinion. He is not like no secret of who he really like he kind of makes it known, and clearly he favors Laticia and Latrice a little bit more. Because like, Aisha feel like, girl, how y'all gonna call me fake? Like, I'm the only one that's got my real hair and no makeup. I mean, that's not necessarily why I think they fake. I just think they fake because Laticia done told us her name was Laticia, and it's Laticia. It's not even hard to pronounce. Like, girl, anyway, I don't know what she's doing in that Enterprise. What's going on there? I mean, I feel like there was some other stuff she could have said, but that's just me. But basically, Aisha feels like they the fake ones. I see it. I can see why she feel that way. Now, me personally, I was not feeling Aisha at first. When she first stepped on the scene season 2, I really was not feeling her like that. I do feel like her and Willie had their nose up in the air and they thought they was like better than and like above them when she first stepped on the scene. I've since grown to like Aisha on the show. I think she adds value to the show and she was getting things done that Laticia wasn't. While Laticia was talking, she was trying to put in some action and trying to really get things moving, even though she don't even live in Mississippi. But, the first thing that she came in too hot. Now I think she's doing good. But the way this reunion went, I'm glad that she quit and left on her terms. Now, this entire time, this whole reunion, Sophia, Shantae, so Gucci was throwing shade at Selena. I really won't miss Gucci on the show neither. Y'all know Gucci also quit behind Aisha. Like right after Aisha quit, then So Gucci quit. So I really won't miss So Gucci on the show. That's just me. And I don't know, because it felt like for a little while there, JJ still has some unresolved feelings for Selena. So I don't know if that's why she acting like this. She just listening to her husband, like Carlos said. We'll get to it. So Marie, unfortunately, doesn't know who Pow Pow's at her home. We don't really stay on that long. I'm sorry that she didn't get answers, but we immediately transition into plastic surgery. And who got some? And that was an odd transition, if you ask me. Laticia said she got lipo and a BBL. And I was like, really? I would not have guessed. I don't know if she got it done like locally. Like, or you might want to go to Miami or something. I don't know. If you're going to get it done, like, get it done. You know what I'm saying? Latrice got her girls done. That's no shock. We can see that. And Marie was sitting up there lying, acting like she didn't get no. She's lying to this day about this BBL allegedly. Like, girl, we can see. It's talking about what her loop is. It was like a necessary procedure for her to get her face done. I know people that got lupus and they ain't getting their face done. If you want to get it, like, I mean, it's 2025 now. There is no need to be trying to make it. Just be like, yeah, I wanted to get my nose done, and so what? Nobody would care. When you're doing all this extra stuff, that's when it's like, girl, please. So, we hear about Essie. I hope Essie's doing well. Then we get to Selena. She stated that she was originally supposed to be the one on Belle Collective, but she just wasn't in the right headspace, and she just wasn't really feeling it. So she mentioned JJ, and obviously, so Gucci comes with JJ, so she felt like they would be a good fit. Gucci feels like she's lying. And she asked Selena, like, well, why? Like, why wasn't you feeling it then? Gucci know that Selena's son had passed on. Like, I feel like that was just distasteful and low. Now, these two going back and forth. It was exhausting to watch. Really, like, I was like losing interest in what they were arguing about. It was like this back and more so with Sophia Shantae. I was about to get on my phone. We see Gucci's children forgiving her for, seemingly being a terrible mother. So Gucci did mention that she was absentee when she first stepped on the scene, and even on the reunion, where she was so busy being a pick-me that she is chasing behind some man that she neglected her children. And she even said at one point she was more focused on his children than her own. She should be ashamed of herself. But that's, I digress. Sophia thinks that Selena is beneath her and needs to check. Oh, y'all need to check. That's why y'all on here. Y'all, there's a need for something. Like, I know she quit now, but she's been on here for seasons. So obviously there was a need for something that kept you here as long as you've been here. So please. I'm really I'm just tired of all of the Bells acting like, oh, y'all just jealous of me. She just hating on me. She ain't nobody. Everybody always be, they just hating on me. People be so ain't nobody hating on you. Ain't nobody even worried about some of y'all. you thinking it's jealousy. Well, maybe it's just like everybody just don't like everybody, and it's not a hateful thing. Like, it's just like we just don't click, and that's fine. So they touch on mental health, and Tambra, mentions her postpartum, how hard it was, and how nobody really checked on her. They always like, how's the baby, and no one checked on the mother. And girl, don't I know it is hard? I've been there 3 times over, and yeah, people will not really care about you. And it's like the mother is going through so much, and this mother is one caring for the child. So you really need to make sure the mom is good. But, people, it's a new baby. They just focus on the baby. But I'm going to be honest, Tambra can go. She's not really adding anything. We don't even see her at her job. Like, she's not really bringing anything for me. I don't really feel like she needs to be. Not everybody and their mama don't quit. That probably gave her another season, but I could take her, leave her. I'm just glad she stopped using that fake voice that she was using. Dr. Antoinette arrived. She's beautiful, but that makeup was heavy, okay? It's giving drag realness, and it just wasn't necessary. Now, she still got a bone to pick with Laticia for accusing her of flirting with Glenn, and I wouldn't let that go either. Laticia, please, that lady don't want Glenn. Like, you really think she want, like, why would she want Glenn? Okay. I know it's your man, and you love him, but everybody else don't see him through the same lens, and that's just, that's just that. I mean, she don't want Glenn. You shouldn't want him either, but whatever. I just didn't like that Leticia's first jab was like, because she was like, oh, girl, get a man. Like, well, how's that? Like, that's always somebody's go-to. Like, oh, you don't got no man. Let's get a man. Like, what the man like yours? I'm sure that's why she don't got one. She probably like, girl, seeing stuff like that. Like, I don't even want to be bothered. And did y'all forget she had just got divorced when she got on the show, season 1? Laticia said that Antoinette's dental practice is no longer there. She's like, she's not practicing anymore. And it's like, girl, are you sure she's not practicing anymore? Like, are you sure about that? Just because the dental practice isn't there? Antoinette said that she sold her office for profit a few months back. shout out to Watch Them Off Reviews and Mrs. Best TV, because they had mentioned that she may possibly be relocating before this episode came out, maybe Florida, something like that. So, I think she should. I think she's young. She's still young. She's still beautiful. She don't got no kids, no ties, no husband. Move. I feel like move. Start fresh. Get out of Mississippi. Why not? Unless she just want to stay on the show. But I would want to rebrand. So the husbands come out. Oh, yeah. Dr. Antoinette said something about coming back. She'll be back. The husbands come out. JJ showed his bedazzled beads, covering up that bald spot. Just go bald and let it go. You ain't hiding nothing. We see it. Let it go. The men discussed the bra, but not in enough detail for me. I need to know all the ins and outs and everything they edited out and what they didn't show and all that. Meanwhile, Laticia in the back keep running at the mouth. Girl, be quiet in the back so I can hear. So Glenn and Cliff feel like Willie thinks he's better than them. I low-key feel the same way. I feel like he stepped on the scene thinking he was better than them, honestly. But he also has like a playful banter. He likes to joke. And it's like they can give it, they can dish it, but can't take it. But when he give them a little 1-2 back, they like, oh no, I'm offended. I don't like him. Like, nah, Willie doesn't like that, the fact that when Cliff drinks, he mumbles. And we don't like it either. Because I shouldn't have to be reading no captions when I'm watching Belle Collective. And he don't like the way he mistreats his wife. And Cliff feel like it's none of his business. Like, what's going on with me mistreating my wife ain't none of your business. Well, it is our business. It's everybody's business once you go on reality TV. You don't go on reality TV and then be like, it's none of your business. Well, you made it our business by putting yourself and your business on this show. And then he can talk about Glenn from the streets, and he ain't like that. He ain't like when he called him whatever he said, Belle balls or something like that. He ain't like that. He from a different, y'all don't know where Willie from. He just said he was from Jersey. It's hoods everywhere. And even if he's not, like, okay, and it didn't look like he was too scared or bothered when y'all was at that restaurant about to tussle. In the end, they didn't like what each other had to say. They didn't like some of the comments that was made. They squashed it, and I feel like Willie let it go because he knew that they was about to quit anyway. We really need more details on that brawl. So then they have a little segment talking about coochie in a can, and I'm like, this show is going downhill. It already was hard to get through as it is. What is this? So the couples and everybody all on the stage, I'm over the JJ Gucci Selena drama because Carlos really trying to get to the bottom of it. And it's like, we just rehashing it, and I don't care at this point. We get into Glenn pretending to tell Laticia that he quit his job for the first time on camera, as if they didn't already have that conversation. He been ain't work. Like, he was the first season, he was always gone. He barely was around because he was always at work. Once that second season rolled around, he never went to work. He been quit that job, if you ask me. Nobody asked me, but I'm telling y'all. So they joke about with the New Orleans trip, when he was saying Megan Good was in his DM, and it was really a Megan Good fan page DMing him. And everybody was laughing. And Gucci was like, you can't cheat with that. And Laticia was pissed, okay? 48 hot. She was like, oh, and I heard that your man be cheating overseas. He was going to different countries to cheat. And Gucci was like, girl, let my man cheat in peace. Like, girl, what? Wait a minute. What kind of comeback is this? Huh? I don't know what's... Ooh. I just don't got it. I don't got it in me to be a pick-me. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around... What? And both of y'all arguing over men that's supposed to be cheating and the men just sitting there quiet? Please. So we see unseen footage with Latrice won her nephew's phone, and we know that Laticia and Latrice went live talking about this, and I really didn't get no more clarity after watching that. And I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just watched clips. So, and I think my girl Miss Misha _IMO did a live about it, or she talked about it. So if y'all want to just get down to like the important juicy stuff, go over there and watch that. So he passed away. The nephew passed away. May he rest in peace. And Latrice said that the phone she tracking, she got to find my iPhone, so she tracking the phone, and it's at Aisha's house. And I feel like, why didn't you just go to Aisha's house and get? I would have been knocking on Aisha's door. I need my nephew's phone. But Aisha said, she was basically like, look, y'all was mistreating my husband. I don't play about my husband, and neither would I. I wouldn't play about my husband either if I was on the show or anywhere for that matter. Aisha's feelings, were rightfully hurt, but she said that she felt hurt that Glenn told Cliff that Willie is jealous because, Cliff got the young hot wife and he got Aisha. Like, what you mean by that? Because first of all, Aisha is very pretty. And why are you looking at Latrice like that, thinking that she young and hot? What you mean? And Laticia just sitting up there looking like a stuffed bump on a log, looking crazy. So the phone is not at Aisha's house. It's near Aisha's house, like one door down or something like that. I think Aisha could have tried to find that phone. She said somebody threw it or something. She could have tried to figure out where her phone was at, especially now knowing why. Like, I feel like before they was beefing, Latrice had already said she didn't tell Aisha why she needed the phone because she didn't feel like she had to. Like, she just wanted the phone. Now that she knows, I feel like they could try to put a little more effort into it, but they probably won't. Where was I? So Laticia is complaining that they only see Aisha during filming 3 months out of the year. But she also said earlier in the season that she only talks to the girls during filming. She don't be fooling with them like that. So, girl, what? Carlos asked if they feel like Aisha should still be on the show or should she get kicked off. And how unprofessional was that? Very unprofessional, if you ask me. We need a new host. He's like too close, working too closely with them. You producing, you doing this, you doing that. Like, we need to hire somebody. Where's Egypt? Egypt used to do the reunions. Where is she at? Bring her back or somebody else. So Carlos gets Marie and Latrice a hug. Couldn't be me. I wouldn't be hugging Marie after all that. But that's just me. And then some other stuff happened. It wasn't important. It was dry. And that was the end of the season. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about the season. How do you feel about So Gucci and Aisha quitting? Do y'all think anybody going to quit next? Maybe Tambra? Let's talk about it. Meet me down in the comments, like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.